Hey everyone, welcome to another breaking news episode. Maybe Snyder Cut fans are not toxic. That's right, you heard me right. And I would like to say, take a look in the mirror and give maybe be a little bit nicer to talk to Snyder Cut fans and realize what you're asking of them. I came up with a comparison, and I want to say I hope everyone's enjoying their turkey, their family, having a great holiday. I also want to thank you for the support you've shown on this channel. Remember to smash the hell out of the like button. Whoa, what happened there? To help support the growth of this channel and to help support charity. I'm giving back all month long with the help of you viewers. And I really want you to think about this next topic. Why does it benefit me to do these solo vids? Because I love differences of opinion. Oh, thanks. You're breaking the fourth wall, Callie. Thank you for going through the green screen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the help. It's hard sometimes to get my unfiltered opinion out on the live stream. That's what's the great part about a live stream and what's different with a solo vid. And then I might like to have people join me from time to time, one-on-one on a pre-recorded vid. And I do intend to do, hey, give me 50 likes. We'll go live tonight to do another Movie Madness live. But here's what I want you to think about. Everyone likes to paint the picture of the Snyder fans as toxic and crazy and DC-anon, right? Matt Jarbo made that trending, right? Within our movie talk circles. First off, I want you to remember the Snyder Cut only released March 18th, 2021. How many years did it take to get the official release? How many times did people were fans of this called crazy? Now, what else can Snyder Cut fans do? You like to go at us hard when we recognize toxicity in our own fandom and we call it out. Oh, shit. Max's boomer glasses. What more can we do? And yes, I got one glove. There you go. What more can we do? What this is where I want you to look in the mirror and ask, what more can you ask of people within a fandom except to call it out every chance they get when they see bad behavior and stay positive, but still asking for what they want. Now, I've heard a lot of straw man arguments that say Zack Snyder fans are so stuck in the past that they cannot let him be and let him do his thing. That couldn't be farther from the truth from the majority of Zack Snyder fans. The majority of us contribute to, yes, and I'm going to mention charity, suicide prevention, and support every new project that he works on. But that doesn't mean that we can't ask for what we want more of. Imagine, for example, you see Darth Vader in A New Hope and 20th say the original Star Wars wasn't as popular as it was, and you never got to see Darth Vader's return, and I would actually argue that at the end of A New Hope that it was more final than what we got to see at the end of the Snyder Cut with Darkseid saying, "I will return. Get the Armada ready." Imagine asking a Star Wars fan if that got cut off right there, that they can never ask for Darth Vader's return. That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? That is what a lot of you are asking of Snyder Cut fans. I'm not saying the greatest since Darth Vader, one of the greatest villains since seeing Darth Vader on screen, seeing Darkseid on screen, and you're asking fans not to ask for his return. Now, I will agree, if it does continue in some form and it's not what the expectations of the fans could be, there is a nuanced conversation there. Yes, I will call that shit out. Be happy with what you get. I will be happy with Darkseid's return. It doesn't even necessarily have to be Zack Snyder directing him, honestly. Would I prefer Zack Snyder direct it? Hell yeah, I would. I'm not going to lie. I would love that shit. If Zack says, I don't want to continue, and then fans get upset, I would call that out too. You have to have nuance and you have to be fair. And a lot of this conversation around the Snyder Cut fans is unfair. I have called out consistently. I've been consistent with my criticism of the fandom, which I am within. The bigger the fandom is, the more problems there are. It's just the way it is, all right? But I will also say, if you are a fan of anything, and you especially also a fan of Star Wars, which I am too, never tell me the odds. And stranger things have happened. And I would direct and shove it right back in your face about who is being ridiculous. This film just came out in March. 2021 is not even over yet. And there are changes at HBO Max with the Discovery merger. Now, I say, don't tell me the odds and don't push down my hope. Talk about Star Wars and A New Hope. I do have a new hope. I do have a new hope that it will be continued in some form, where we could see some continuation, or some of the characters get their arcs finished. Not as it was intended to before Zack moved on to other projects, but in some form. I am holding out a hope for that, and I just can't let go personally of not seeing Darkseid on screen, especially after the end of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Get the Armada ready. And that is what you're asking of us fans. You know, you're toxic if you ask for it. Hell no. Criticize me on my own action and words, and everyone. And a lot of my friends call out bad behavior. And that's just not fair. And it's not cool. It's not cool. A consumer asking for what they want in a continuation in a positive manner is not toxic. And I would actually say, I think you're being a little toxic saying there's 0% chance. And you don't know that much. I'm very disappointed in some of my movie friend pundits that are so adamant that there's 0% and you should stop talking about it, which is absolutely ridiculous based on the history of entertainment properties. There's been lots of things that have come back. Lots of things. If you always bring up the odds, yes, it's very unlikely, but it's not impossible. And I am going to hold out that hope, and I'm not going to be toxic about it. And I will occasionally talk about it again. And I want you that are calling me toxic or my friends toxic just for asking for what they want to see a conclusion of, to give them a break. To give them a break and put yourself in someone else's shoes. My good friend pal Brian gave up an interesting point last night on last night's live stream, where he said it's not even fair to call it the Snyder first. It's the DCEU. Oh boy, that's a loaded topic right there that I thought about it, Brian. When you bring up things on a live stream, I think about it later. It is completely fair to call it Zack Snyder's universe and restoring the Snyderverse based on what was set up there. Zack Snyder did a lot to set up the whole universe. Okay. All these actors that you're seeing continue. It is actually continuing the Snyderverse in some form, as long as that Flash, this Wonder Woman, and this Aquaman are all the same cast. I'm sorry. It is. That's a lot. And you also, another prime example is just like saying if something happened and New Hope wasn't as popular as it was, and Fox, 20th Century Fox said, you know what, we're not going to make a sequel to Star Wars. How would those fans be? Consider if the MCU wasn't as popular as it was at the beginning. And you know what? They're like, Kevin Feige, never mind. That's the closest equivalent I could be. Do I treat Zack Snyder like a god? No, I do not. I think he's amazing. I'm a big fan of him. I don't treat him like a god. But I will say, if there's anything that's as close as the MCU to building a universe It's what Zack Snyder did at the beginning of these DCU films. And that is also what you're asking Snyder fans to just ignore or stop talking about. And again, if Kevin Feige wasn't as profitable as he has been and widely regarded, it's the same thing you'd be asking MCU fans and Feige fans if he got taken off and they stopped what he was doing and you never got Infinity War and Endgame. It's like stopping at Infinity War. That's what this is like. This is what you're asking of Snyder Cut fans. Oh, there was this great build up to Infinity War, but we're done. That's the only thing you have to do is take away the success of Infinity War and the MCU and say, we are stopping with Infinity War. That's it. We're going to do something different now. That is what you're asking of fans of this property. Now, you have every right to say, don't be toxic and don't push your expectations on everyone else and ruin it for other people. And that is the nuanced conversation I would engage in consistently, and I address consistently. I have been consistent. I have not jumped the shark on this topic. I think you have. I think you have if you say completely 100% it's not going to happen because you're just as crazy as the people that say 100% it's going to happen. And that's a fact, Jack. I'll see you later for MME Live. Think about this one. I cannot wait to read your comments.